Tempo is the speed at which a piece of music is played. There are three primary ways that tempo is communicated to players: BPM, Italian terminology, and modern language. What is beats per minute (BPM)? This method involves assigning a numerical value to a tempo. Beats per minute, or BPM, is self-explanatory. It indicates the number of beats in 1 minute. For instance, a tempo notated as 60 BPM would mean that a beat sounds exactly once per second. A 120 BPM tempo would be twice as fast, with 2 beats per second. In terms of musical notation, a beat almost always corresponds with the piece's time signature. In a time signature with a 4 on the bottom, such as 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters, 5 quarters, etc., a beat will correspond with quarter notes. So in a 4 quarters time, every 4 beats will take you through a full measure. In 5 quarters time, every 5 beats will take you through a measure. In a time signature with an 8 on the bottom, such as 3/8, 6/8, or 9/8, a tempo beat typically corresponds with an eighth note. Sometimes tempo beats correspond with other durations. For instance, if you want to count your way through a measure of 12/8, you could choose a tempo that represents eighth notes, where 12 tempo beats get you through one measure, or a tempo that represents dotted eighth notes, where 4 tempo beats would get you through the measure. BPM is the most precise way of indicating fast tempo or slow tempo. It's used in applications where musical durations must be completely precise, such as film scoring. It's also used to set metronomes that are used on the highest level professional recordings. In fact, some people use the term metronome marking to describe beats per minute. What is Italian music terminology? For centuries, Italian has been the language of music. On a musical score, particularly in classical music, musicians are given instructions in Italian. When it comes to tempo, certain Italian words convey tempo change through specific information about the speed of the music. Some Italian tempos are used more than others. Particularly popular are largo, andante, allegro, and presto, but classical musicians are typically familiar with at least a dozen Italian tempo indications. Note that ancient musical scores and liturgical texts may also include tempo instructions in Latin. What is casual musical language? Jazz and rock musicians tend to not use the Italian tempo lexicon. Rather, they use terms from casual English, such as fast, slow, lazily, relaxed, and moderate. In these ensembles, a drummer may establish the tempo by clicking her sticks, or a band member may play a solo introduction that establishes a tempo for the other players. What are the basic tempo markings? Italian musical terminology makes regular use of the following tempo markings. Larghissimo, very, very slow, almost droning 20 BPM and below. Grave, slow and solemn 20 to 40 BPM. Lento, slowly 40 to 60 BPM. Largo, the most commonly indicated slow tempo 40 to 60 BPM. Larghetto, rather broadly, and still quite slow 60 to 66 BPM. Adagio, another popular slow tempo, which translates to mean at ease 66 to 76 BPM. Adagietto, rather slow 70 to 80 BPM. Andante moderato, a bit slower than andante. Andante, a popular tempo that translates as at a walking pace. 76 to 108 BPM. Andantino, slightly faster than andante moderato, moderately 108 to 120 BPM. Allegretto, moderately fast but less so than allegro. Allegro moderato, moderately quick 112 to 124 BPM. Allegro, perhaps the most frequently used tempo marking 120 to 168 BPM, which includes the heartbeat tempo, sweet spot, vivace, lively and fast, typically around 168 to 176 BPM. Vivacissimo, very fast and lively, even faster than vivace. Allegrissimo, very fast. Presto, the most popular way to write very fast and a common tempo in fast movements of symphonies, ranges from 168 to 200 BPM. Prestissimo, extremely fast, more than 200 BPM. How is tempo used in music? Tempo is a key element of a musical performance. Within a piece of music, tempo can be just as important as melody, harmony, rhythm, lyrics, and dynamics. Classical conductors use different tempos to help distinguish their orchestra's rendition of a classic piece from renditions by other ensembles. However, most composers, all the way from Mozart to Pierre Boulez, provide plenty of tempo instructions in their musical scores. And when it comes to film underscore, certain tempos are essential when setting certain moods. One particularly notable tempo is the heart rate tempo, which is a musical speed that roughly aligns with the beating pulse of a human heart. Although heart rates vary from person to person, most fall in the range of 120 to 130 BPM. Analysis has shown that a disproportionate number of hit singles have been written within this tempo range. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts regarding this video by leaving a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe July D Online TV for more interesting videos. Thank you.